So we're at the Australian Museum. We're celebrating National Science Week over 2 weeks with a super fun festival. So it's called the Australian Museum Science Festival. There's a lot of plans for us at the Australian Museum to be focused on Indigenous culture and doing more Indigenous educational programs.
10,000 school students will take part in National Science Week here at the museum, and Wiradjuri woman Renee Cawthorne is here to bring them up to speed on Indigenous science.
It's actually very rewarding as well. It's nice to teach people about Aboriginal culture, to be able to change perspectives and views of Aboriginal people, because as you know, some views can be quite negative, and to be able to educate kids in the correct way is actually very rewarding for myself as an Aboriginal woman. And they actually get quite excited when you start talking, and they're actually quite surprised that Aboriginal people knew so much about science. And science is very applicable to our culture, and we were using science long before we even knew of the actual term. But guys, what are there lots of in the bush? Flies. It was used as a fly spotter. So Aboriginal people and the way that they have maintain this landscape for over 50 to 60,000 years and live sustainably and comfortably within that area. Aboriginal people were very sustainable in their hunting practices, but they also had farming practices, not just with animals but also with fish. When you also think about backburning, the practice of backburning, and how some plants have now adapted to that practice and actually need fire to regenerate and, to disperse their seeds. So sustainability is a big part of the way that we lived and still do live today. I think Western perspectives in science can often be different to Indigenous perspectives, but it's a way of integrating that knowledge together to be able to get a broader understanding of how things will work. And I think if we can use Indigenous science as well as Western science, we can change a lot of the problems that we have within society today.